everyone, XFalcon here and welcome back to my Pyre Let's Play series. So, by the time this video gets uploaded and all that, my standard playthrough is already pretty much done, and so I'll be having a new series to replace that soon, so do keep your eye out for that. So anyways, back to this game. So we're currently at the Hulk of Ores, and so as usual, we will be starting this by commencing the rite. Having landed at the Hulk of Ores, you and your fellow exiles now anticipate the hour that the rites are to commence again. What do you think, Tizo? Don't I look just like Mr. Hedwin? And what does that mean, Tizo? He's worried that Hedwin is still feeling unwell. Well, I sure hope he'll get well soon, since he's part of my staple team. Wait, I think... What's that? A serpentine creature emerges from the water, followed by several others of its kind. You recognize it as a worm of the Sea Dominion. What they all are doing here, you see plain by their ritual raiments. The nearest one somehow loosens its mask. Whoa, Knight, Worm Knight. Good sirs and good ladies. So it is you that heed the summons to glorious competition against this knight and his brigade. Well then, let us do battle now without delay. More than our freedom is at stake here, but our very honor, and this knight full intends to reclaim his. Oh, and lest this knight forget. Why am I doing a British accent or something? He is called Sir Gilman. Gilman, he is once a proud knight of the Sea Dominion on a self-made quest to regain his honor. He salutes you all on behalf of the Pyhearts until the contest. Their triumvirate of Worm Knights will perceive the rites as great battles to be won. He splashes out of view just as the stars above begin to shimmer with strange light. And so, the rite begins once again. So, what kind of new mechanic are we going to be introduced to this time? If there's even any?
Relentless, aren't we, reader? Even the vastness of the sea was not enough to thwart your coming here unto the Hulk of Ores.
Ores,
You would be
okay.
wise not to underestimate your adversaries here, despite their pitiable look. I am, of course, referring to the Pyre Hearts. These rites are but another war to them, and that makes you their mortal enemy. I expect your battle to be glorious.
Your fellow exiles are gathered on the rotting deck of the Hulk of Ores. As your adversaries clamber into view, Rookie paws up to them. Say, what are you worms even doing here? Can't you just swim back to the Commonwealth? Or the Sea Dominion? Or whatever, or wherever it is you're from? Haha! An excellent point. It seems then that these adversaries in the rites are clever, wouldn't you say, sir? Just get rid of them already, Gilman. As your commanding officer, this knight hereby commands it. Hawk! This knight wishes to introduce his noble commander. No Worm Knight in history has withstood as many frontline battles. Doff your helm, sire, as is our custom. May our adversaries tremble at the sight of you. Sir Gilman attends to his commander's mask despite his protests. Wait! Ah! Give this knight his mask. This knight hereby presents to you the great Sir Deluge. A noble visage, is it not? And Sir Deluge is a petty weir knight of the Sea Dominion who somehow survived countless battles. Yeah, we all know that one character who somehow always survives despite being so, you know, below the average. Sir Deluge trembles and squirms. So yes, you can swim or no? Ha! Of course we knights can swim. All knights of the Sea Dominion can. But we are exiles in this land, the same as ye. We can swim, 'tis true, but 'tis summarily impossible to swim back up the river down which we were flushed to end up here. Nay, there is but one way to return. Silence, Gilman. Nobody cares. Back to your post. Sir Gilman hesitates, but does as he is told. This knight knows who you are, Nightwings, and he is not afraid of you. He somehow climbs back onto his mask and curls up to his full height. Now, en garde! The exiles of the WYRMS triumvirate take their positions as you focus on the Book of Rites. Okay. Reader, Haswin's illness means he cannot help us here. He shall be counting on us. Alright then.
Who shall conduct the rites?
Okay, then I'll go for Jodariel.
Jodariel.
Glorious.
Rookie, I guess.
Rookie.
And Ray.
Ray. Very well.
Oh wow, I've heard so many tales of the WYRMS Knights. I thought they would be more impressive though. Gilman, status report. What is the enemy's position? They now stand ready to confront us, sire. A very brave triumvirate they seem to these knights' eye. The brave? They're sucking monsters, one and all. Pie hearts, be ready.
Begin. Well cast.
Easy.
Banishment for all.
Whoops.
A flame is stricken. Banished.
Whoops.
United, onward thus to great glory.
Pretty easy so far.
Somebody get the orb.
Whoops, wrong timing again.
Rookie doused to the adversary's flames.
I'm much faster than you.
Such fervor.
Whoops. Oi. Move. Whoops. Sorry.
My word.
Gilman, your form is sloppy. Fight them as though your miserable life is on the line. Your wounds don't wound me, sire. This knight gives every right his very, very best. Though perhaps we do have much to learn from such a brave triumvirate as the one whom we now face. Whose side are you on? Get out there and vanquish them at once. Wow, those bozos bicker even more than we do. Let's get them while they're busy fighting. What
There
are they
seems to be
doing?
dissension in your adversaries' ranks. Tis little wonder these fool worm knights are no longer fit to serve the Commonwealth. And it is done. The Nightwings prevail.
What the heck?
Their hapless adversaries stood no chance.
I thought they
The
were,
right is ended.
as I was saying, I thought they were busy planning something, but they were just fighting. So that was pretty much an easy win. I expected more from the Wyrm Knights of the Sea Dominion. I know, right? Those Wyrms were quick, alright, but Rookie Greentail's quicker. The sea was making me a little queasy, honestly. But you still won. We won. Yes, we did. This knight commands you. Noble Nightwings. Gloriously fought indeed, and this knight shall wistfully remember his defeat until the end of his days. Silence, Gilman. This is all your fault. And now cavorting with our enemies? How dare you? This knight was but attempting honorary compliment, sir. Is it not in accordance with the rights to praise one's adversary on a worthy outcome? Worthy? This knight will show you worthy, you miserable little minnow. You are a failure, Gilman. Get now from this knight's sight.
What stirs now in the hearts of all these exiles? It seems the exiled rookie opened up his eyes a bit.
What's that? Conducted right, prevailed in right, and inspiration. Inspiration from where, exactly? Okay. See that, chums? All Rookie Greentail's got some bite in him yet. And mastery. Rookie can jump a second time while airborne, and Rookie deals an additional 5 when plunging into the adversary's fire. As for the last part of the tree, mastery trees, after plunging into the adversary's fire, Rookie Rune soon returns, rather than remaining banished. Or, Rookie can jump a second or a third time while airborne. Okay, it's either dexterity in the air, or pretty much dealing more damage to the pyre and instantly coming back. Okay, I guess I'll go with this mastery tree. I don't know, I like it better in general. Seems more of my playstyle. So yeah, that would be the maneuvers of the many main. Yeah, exactly. Curse, agility, and fortune. Unlike this, it's more of a... yeah, whatever. But yeah, I'll go with this one.
A blessing from the Alpha Chief himself.
No level up, no level up. Oops, wrong button.
Until the next right.
Well, that was much easier than the previous 1 or 2 rights. After thwarting the Pyre Hearts with ease, you at last return to the wagon with your companions. There is little discussion of the Pyre Hearts, who seem to have already swam off toward wherever the next stars directed them. I wonder if each team has their own reader. I mean, at least as far as the other teams we've encountered, we haven't seen any other reader than the one we are using right now. So yeah, that just made me curious. But anyway, instead, your fellow exile's attention turns toward your companion who was absent for the rite. How is Edwin? The lone minstrel makes a sound, but no words form as yet. Something is troubling him. I urged him to remain bedridden,
Kira?
and he simply would not listen. And so, what exactly did he do? I am very sorry, but... Wait, what? Everyone stares at the lone minstrel in stunned silence. The lone minstrel breathes a heavy sigh. But then... Hey, what's with the long faces, everyone? I expected the worst. Why you do this, minstrel? Exactly, minstrel, I should wring that neck of yours. As I was attempting to explain, Hedwin is already up and about, despite my having strongly recommended further rest. Those that are unaccustomed to sea voyage take ill. They are very likely to experience further symptoms if they do not remain bedridden, or at least sedentary. Hedwin is running a considerable risk of having to spend another night in great discomfort. What are you, a doctor? Nay, although I traveled once with one, extensively. Look, I appreciate your caution and concern, Tarek, but I'm pretty well accustomed to discomfort here, and I had to see how things turned out tonight. I haven't had to stay out of a ride like that before. So, you are back among the living then, Hedwin. I was just seasick. But yeah, good for you, Hedwin, that you finally recovered, more or less. Nevertheless, your full recovery requires rest. I think we all could use some rest after tonight. Anyway, thank you, everyone, for your concern, and I'm sorry that I worried you or caused you further burden. He turns to you. My friend, what do you say we figure out where to go next? I'm beginning to miss being on solid ground. We follow him outside where the night sky awaits. Hey, I wanted to thank you for conducting the ride back there, without me being there. I could rest easy knowing you and the others would get through it. Anyway, I'll leave you to your reading. Can't begin to imagine where we'll be off to next. We're well past anywhere in the downside I've ever been. Even Jody hasn't gone this far. He bids you a good evening as you turn your attention back to the sky. Okay, time to go for our next destination. And where are we going now? Further north, a bit northeast. And this is the Trieste. Trieste? Am I reading it correctly? The Silver Star. The Silver Star burns bright over the fissured lands of Black Basin. Alright then. Still further north then. Not simply north. This shall prove difficult. Why am I not surprised? What's the problem? Our destination is beyond the Deathless Tempest. A vessel such as ours has little hope of traversing it intact. And the Deathless Tempest is a tempest raging in the Sea of Solace seemingly for all eternity. Well, this reminds me of the Grand Line. Any One Piece fans out there? But yeah. Can't we go around it? Given our confrontation with the Pyrehearts, our chances back in Wyrm-held waters would be even worse. Come on, people. It'll be just another day in the downside. Go get yourselves some sleep while we still can. Bet you'll feel better in the morning. Your optimism is infectious. Isn't it? You all concur that rest is in order, for the sea journey has been taxing to everyone. Come daybreak, you shall have to find a way to sail past the Deathless Tempest. And so, before we continue our journey, new conversation with Ray, okay? And so, she had something on my mind. Oh, hi, mister. I'm so happy right now. I'm happy because I was so worried about Mr. Hedwin for a while there, you know? He was so kind to me when we first met. Him and Miss Joe Dariel and Mr. Greentail and you too. But I just really like him. Hey. She sighs. She seems happy to be here. Say, do you, She trails off for a moment. Do you think he likes me too? What do you mean? As in, like? Well, what? Ray is wondering if you think Hedwin likes her. If she is wondering how Hedwin feels about her, she should just talk to him, let her down. There must be a way to redirect her attention. Well, you know, at least give it a try, I guess. So let's encourage her. You suggest to Ray that if she has certain feelings for Hedwin, that she should let him know. It is a rare privilege to feel love. She stares at you a moment. Okay, yeah, we did kind of understood that. I mean, but that was kind of unexpected. Then she begins to laugh. Oh, you're so silly, Master. I didn't mean like him like that. That's so embarrassing. Besides, I think that maybe he's a little old, you know? I'm going to cheer him up. This is a funny story. Hey, don't mention me in that story. She bounds off, leaving you to ponder what just happened exactly. Well, at least that gave her additional hope. So that's good. So, not much here. I think there's nothing new in this Beyond the Crystal. And yeah, let's just continue our journey. Okay, 2 choices again. And beyond that, there's tons of waves. Maybe that's the Deathless Tempest. I don't know. North is Rookie spotted wreckage in the area and believes there could be valuables to find. And Tizo seems very eager to see the wagon head in this direction. I'm getting the feeling that this will only benefit Tizo when we get here. Maybe additional hope or some other stat. But this gives us an available that we could sell for later. I don't know, so yeah, I guess we'll just go here. We do need that money for future use. The remnants of a shattered fleet do little to raise the confidence of your companions, given that the massive Deathless Tempest rages to the north, not far from your position. We ought be more concerned with that storm than in finding trinkets, Greentail. Oh, relax already, Jody, and let me do my job. I don't show up when you're out there keeping watch and start telling you to come off it now, do I? You interrupt me in the middle of my work, no fewer than 4 times per day. They go on like this for some time before turning to you. Investigating the wreckage is going to take time, but you may find something to show for it. Continue searching the wreckage. We're still here and we're not in a rush, so why not? Might as well. You suggest it may well be worthwhile to continue searching through the wreckage after having come this far. Rookie grins wide. Knew you'd see it my way, chum. Now let's see what we can get. After an exhaustive search... sorry, chum. I think I was just chasing the refraction of the sun or something. There's nothing down there. Not like this, Rookie. Joe Dariel fumes at all of this but says nothing. Damn it. Sorry about that, Joe Dariel. Wait, I trusted you, Rookie. You and your companions look upon the deathless tempest. The stars demand you sail beyond it, yet the very thought is beyond reason. Then, something in the nearby water stares, and from it springs something familiar. Hold, good ladies and good sirs. This knight beseeches you to hear him, if you please. And Sir Gilman is back. What the heck are you doing here? What is it now, WYRM? The rites are ended. We are no further need of you. Oh, but you do. And in turn, this knight has further need of you, good lady. Out with it then. Let us be joined. Let this knight join you. Please. What? Can you believe this, Edwin? Not really, no. Same here. Nay. Look he, not so surprised. Your valor in the rites did stir this poor knight's soul. He swears to you, upon his long-lost honor as a would-be knight errant of the sea dominion, that he shall serve you to the end. What about your other WYRM friends back then? The Pyre Hearts? They are best cowards! Base cowards! This knight can no longer abide such spineless characters, having witnessed true glory in our clash upon the hulk of Ores. Never before have we been trounced so thoroughly. And furthermore, this knight shall aid your passage through the deathless tempest. Is it not so that you seek passage to the north? With this knight's aid, you shall achieve your wish. So, are we actually going to have him as a new character for the right? We'll see. Sir Gilman continues to persuade you for quite some time. He seems to know a way to cross the storm, some sort of long-held secret among WYRMs exiled to these waters. Jodariel pulls the rest of you aside after Hedwin gives her a look. Are you most sure that Sandalwood would want this thing along? Mostly sure. Sandalwood wants someone for each mask, and this one seems about as good as we're going to get. Oh, so they have multiple masks. I mean, you know, I thought beyond the first three, they were just making the other masks for the new members. But interesting. Okay, so there's already a preset number of members for the Nightwings or something like that. And this one seems about as good as we're going to get. Jodariel glowers back at the WYRM, who tries his best to look presentable. He even has war scars. Hedwin is more gracious. He tells Sir Gilman that if he promises to help you cross the deathless tempest, then he can come along for now. This knight is overjoyed, and he hereby swears to see you pass the storm. Though first, this knight requires your consent. Give unto this knight your blessings, in the name of the Nightwings, and thus shall he go forth. Sir Gilman seems to be asking permission for something, so I guess we'll just say yes. So yeah. As he begins to say something in response, Sir Gilman cries out in triumph. He vanishes into the depths, yet through this close encounter with him, you cling to some sense of where he's going and what he intends to do. Sir Gilman is determined to help you cross the deathless tempest. Okay, so what exactly are we going to do? Are we going to do this time? Another mini game, you know, like the other one with Ray. Well, maybe. Okay. Determined to prove himself to you and the Nightwings, Sir Gilman emerges somewhere in the outer reaches of the Sea of Solace and calls out to you. Master Rida, if you can hear this knight, then he implores you now. Lend him your guidance. This knight's objective ought be not far east of here. Today, we shall bring peace to the embroiled sea. Know, however, that among this knight's brethren, the actions we are about to take are highly forbidden. But they are wholly just. Thus, Sir Gilliman sets forth to quell the storm that rages to the north. Okay. So, we get to control Sir Gilliman. Jump for W. Or, whoops, okay, there we go. Slash. Whoa, cool. Ha! Shift for slither. Okay. So, it's faster but turns more slowly. Okay, got it. So jump. Jump. Hawk. Yonder lie the fall spawn of unfathomed plurns, boiling the seas with their wrath. Unfathomed plurns? Plurness? I don't know. The sea titan, once slain by the scribe under King Arrest, her brood lies dormant in the sea. Exalt WYRMS within these waters long have harbored these abominations, using them to bar passage through the downside channels for any save this knight's own kind. Begone now from he who feeds, this knight shall finish what the under King Arrest started. And so banish. Who are we going to banish exactly? Oh, okay. The bubble thingies. Slash. Whoa. And last. Hold it right there, you traitor slug. How dare you turn your back on this knight, to your superior. Superior by rank no longer, for we no longer serve the Commonwealth. Last this night, check. Here you hold no sway over this knight. Ah! And what have you done to the spawn? Have you no honor left at all? This knight has done that which required doing. His honor cannot sink much lower anyhow. He figured this would be an ideal time to free himself from servitude to you. Why you dare to staunch the tempest for those nightwings? Good Sir Deluge. This knight was born to dare. Now, come and fight this knight, if you so dare as well. Ah! Fire Hearts, banish him. This is an order. Okay, time to fire his previous allies. Die! Easy. Oh shit. You see, Gilliman, you shall ever be inferior even amongst the weakest of our kind. Whoops. Gilliman, where did you go? Gilliman! Gilliman! But Sir Gilliman's banishment served as the perfect ruse for him to elude his adversaries and return to his newfound allies. Oh, okay. So it's still pretty much a win, more or less. This knight would say it was on us serving you, Sir Deluge, but that would be a bald-faced lie, and yet another stain upon his blackened reputation. Until we meet again. Wait, you lowly traitor! This knight will have your head! Gilliman! And so we're back. As the day wears on, there is still no sign of the Wyrm Knight. Your companions grow restless. But then... Hail! This knight returns with newfound tales to tell and new scars to show for them. Sir Gilmans is sopping wet and visibly shaken. He struggles to maintain decorum. He is, in short, the very image of a Wyrm Knight. And more importantly, that little tempest ought no longer pose a threat for now. Behold! As if on cue, the deathless tempest begins to simmer and subside. Nice! Good job, good job. Would you look at that? He really did it. Of course, this knight did it. Now, it's kind of tiring keeping up the fake accent, so I'll just go back to the usual. Now, if it would be alright with you, this knight could really use some shut-eye. The Wyrm Knight then collapses in exhaustion. You and Hedwyn help him up. A deal's a deal, Sir Gilman. Welcome to the Nightwings. Huzzah! Nah, good for you, good for you. We also rule the path north for you. Bid him welcome. Yeah, welcome. Pretty interesting to see how you'll change up my style during the rites. You have not yet been to this region of the downside. Sir Gilman revealed the gap in the storm that seems safe enough to traverse. So, let's go. Ooh, shiny. With Sir Gilman's aid, you managed to breach the tempest. You were true to your word, Wyrm. I shall give you that. But now what? We are stranded in this cursed storm. A most excellent question, and from one most fair. Call me that once more and I shall tie you in a knot. And from one most spirited as well. This knight was wise to side with ye. Just, where do we turn from here? Answer the question, now. Sir Gilman does no such thing, although eventually he does make note of a specific current that should lead you to the lands beyond. If I may, I can corroborate Sir Gilman's account. We are close to making landfall. Then, let me be the first to say, let's go. Okay, let's go. Or not. Say, Tarek? Aye, rookie? What is it? That loot you're always carrying around. You know how to play that thing, don't you? Why, I suppose I do. Good, because I was thinking it's a little gloomy here, and we could use a little tune to lighten up the mood. Know what I mean? Aye, then, let me see what I can do. Okay, new tunes. And he sings. Let's just listen for this for a bit. It's good, it's good. But it's time to move forward. Sir Gilman claims the downside's northern landmass should be just beyond these waters.
scuttled her foe.
It's not so black now, is it?
The Titan met her, and on its prow, forsaken by the tides, in death she leaves.
At last, your wagon rambles onto solid, jagged ground, the land called Black Basin.
Her final throes and shivers.
Black clouds, searing vapor, and strangling forests mark the forsaken lands that loom across the sea. And so, what now? Sir Gilman, he seems to have something on his mind. Okay, so let's speak to him. You approach Sir Gilman, who must have just finished practicing his fencing maneuvers. He regards with his single eye. Hail, Master Rita! This knight is determined to train harder, having joined the famous Knightlings. You shall ensure that this triumvirate continues to live up to its most feared reputation. This is such an honor, and this knight has a great deal of honor to regain. Having fled the Pyre Hearts, this knight fully expects now to conduct the rites in a most honorable fashion, to the fullest letter of the law described within the books. Some triumvirates this knight has met, and perchance mentioned by name. They are inclined to bend the rules a bit, sometimes a lot, and to prevail by any means they can. But this is wrong! The exile who refuses to obey the rules as they were written by the Under King Ores and his 7 friends deserves neither his honor nor his freedom. Ores and friends sound better than 8 scribes. Thusly does this knight have confidence the master reader shall resist any temptations to conduct the rites in any underhanded fashion. Now then, this knight must undergo a thorough cleansing, having trained until the point of foulness. So, please excuse him, master reader. Yes. Oops! I didn't read that. Press space too quickly. sorry. So, nothing else new here. I hope I don't get copyrighted from the Lone Minstrel's song earlier. Well, hopefully. You find that Hedwin has asked for several volunteers to scout the area and report back. Alright everyone, don't go too far. Let's meet back by dusk. Please use caution. The exiles dwelling in these lands are, well, rather territorial. For your part, you remain with the Black Wagon to keep watch. You see occasional dark shapes soaring across the sky, but none of them draw near enough for you to see in any detail. Eventually, your companions make their way back, and everyone arrives as planned or earlier. Hi everyone, I'm back. I have come back. Good for you, Ray. Ray returns from the east with little to report, save for word that the glowing molten rock there is very, very hot. This knight yet lives! Although he has little else to report. The newest member of the group, Sir Gilman, returns from a northern pass, visibly shaken. He appears to have discovered an intense fear of heights. Not surprising. Kree-hawk! Kree-hawk! And so, what does Tizo has to report? He wonders whether any species of fish lives in the pools or rock nearby. I doubt it, Tizo. Sorry about that. The little imp Tizo seems disappointed to have left the water behind. He remains with you near to the wagon. There is a western pass that seems traversable. If we travel by the light of dawn, the shadows and the crags may well cover our advance against whomever may be watching.
Ceramiscus.
Begging your pardon, I do not wish to contradict your strategy, madame, though, in my experience, we shall not remain hidden for long during the climb toward the nest of Trieste. The exiles of the High-Wing remnants, the exiles of the High-Wing remnants, and they are the next triumvirate enemy, or not? They are the last surviving faction of the Winged Harps, the ancient enemies of the Commonwealth. You may have no love for them, inherently, but they have no such qualms with me, for now. I may be able to negotiate safe passage. I keep stuttering.
Rebellity.
Negotiate with them? Then Hedwin steps in as the lone minstrel bows and backs away.
Sa.
Hey, let's not decide on this just yet.
Terem Tave.
We're not going anywhere right now. That much we can agree on. We'll decide how best to go ahead come morning. For now, let's take the rest of the afternoon and get our bearings. Jodariel glares at the sky as everyone else disperses. Okay, vocations again. As usual, I'll be going to mentor a companion. And who will I mentor exactly? Out of my main team, as much as I want to be, more versatile and spread out the experience points, I'd rather not at the moment, I guess. I'll just go with my usual team. So we've got Edwin, Jodariel, and Ray. And Ray has the lowest XP among them, so I'll go with her. You would teach me more about the rites? You and Ray spend some time reviewing some of the specific aspects of the rites, such as the properties of the aura. He senses she gains something from it. And so, okay, thank you, because I think you said a lot of things I never realized. No level ups at the moment, but that's okay. And so we don't have any new stuff in the Black Wagon, so we've got two choices. The lone minstrel believes he can negotiate safe passage with the harps via this path. Jodariel wishes to avoid the harps by staying on low ground. I assume the harps are bird people, so even if we do stay on low ground, they'll pretty much see us eventually. So I'm sorry, Jodariel. I'll go with the lone minstrel for now. Show yourselves, you frightened little birds! All day long, winged shadows cross the sun. You are being watched. Jodariel is very unhappy about it, though the lone minstrel now attempts to calm her. Perhaps I can communicate with them. Please believe me, madame. When I say your enmity towards the harps had best be held back in check here. Jodariel looks at him with fury in her eyes, yet he retains his calm demeanor. Soon she grants his request with a silent gesture, then he calls towards the heavens. Good sisters, you are humble travelers such as you, and beg your leave. We journeyed by the sea and seek safe passage through your lands. We shall not disturb your hunting or your nests. The request is met with nothing but silence. You search in vain for any indication of acknowledgement. Then, without notice, one of them appears. Hey, their design looks kinda cool actually. She swoops the minstrel up and out of sight before Jodariel can respond. Damnation! Wait here! I shall go find him. For a long, terrible moment, you are alone with your panic. Soon, however, the lone minstrel returns amid the sound of flapping wings. He dusts his cloak and calls out toward them. We thank you for your hospitality, good sisters. We shall be on our way. Having seen this, Jodariel returns sullen. The exiles of the High-Wing remnants are letting you pass, for now. It seems they are having some dispute within their ranks and wish no further troubles for the time. It is a warning, one that leaves Jodariel fuming. Sorry, Jodariel, I really am. But let's just be safe. Better be safe than sorry. And so finally we arrive at the nest of Triesta. Yeah. So at last you arrive at the nest of Triesta, where the next rite is soon to commence. You cannot shake the feeling that unseen eyes watched your wagon's ascent and remain watching now. And so, okay, we've got a new page for the Book of Rites. No new conversations, but let's at least look at the book. And so, okay. New chapter. The Hunt for Moore, in the words of Golgolathanian, the Master General. Oops, excuse me. My emperor lay there, bleeding and alone, stranded in a bitter land beyond the river. With fleeting consciousness, he understood the folly of his quest and the folly of his rule over his country. Thus did he await the last embrace. It was the imp Ha'ub that nursed him back to health and warned him of the dangers he would have to face. Many enemies of the Moor would come in search for him, some under employment by the rope collar, some longing openly for cold, uncomplicated vengeance. I was one of them. I plunged into the river willingly. We needed to be sure that he was dead. Okay, tons of people are hungry at Solium Moor. That's what you get for being greedy. So, nothing else new in here. So, Slug Market. Oh, hey you guys, what brings you way out here? No, wait, don't tell me. I don't want to know. All I want is you to get the best deals in the downside. And so, we've got new Stardust stuff. I'll go get those. Although I won't be using them, since I'm still currently unsure as to how I will use them. But at least, you know, I'm still easily winning the rights without upgrading my talismans that much. So, Sunken Shadow, too expensive. Righteous Flame. Blah 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 blah. Okay, nothing much of interest, at least in my opinion. So be seeing you guys. And so, as usual, we're here at our destination, and I'll be commencing the rite next time in the next episode. So I hope you guys stick around. So, as I was saying in the first few moments of this episode, my Sundered series has just finished, and the new one will be coming out soon. So stay tuned for that, and I hope you like that as well as this video. Do like, comment, and subscribe and all that. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.